So hello and welcome everyone once again to another video. In this video we're going to be talking about the outlook and the overview of the markets, Forex, crypto and the indices, futures. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and then if you're new to the channel I would suggest that you subscribe to it and press on the bell icon because I do share a lot of valuable content like one way or the another time to time, so you don't want to miss it out. Let's just begin with the week. So every single time, this is what I've learned from day, right? That if you are analyzing the outlook, the weekly outlook, and you want to look when and what will happen the coming week, you want to make sure that you look at the economic calendar and then you come on Forex Factory, right? You choose this week, like suppose you're on Sunday. So Sundays you choose the whole week, right? For to you know lay out the whole week's data over here, and then you apply setting. Here you have today. I guess we will have the daylight saving time shift. So I guess from -4 we'll turn back to -5, right? 1 hour we will move forward. So here, I suppose within 2 minutes or something, we'll have this thing will change to -5 possibly. So yeah, we have Monday. There is no news on Monday over here. So tomorrow will be very low probability as far as experience speaks of. And on Wednesday, we have CPI for the dollar. I'll just do some, yep, I just look for the US dollar news because this is the only news which affects the markets, because US dollar matters the most. It is the currency of the world as of now until it shifts, right? And the shift is already in the way. You can see it through the turmoils of the geopolitical affairs. So my bets are on the Chinese yuan and the Russian ruble, but then Israel is gonna take over the world's affairs soon, and the center of the world will be literally uh, Judeo-centric sooner or later, as I have read the books and then the research which I have did. And yeah, so anyways, I digress. 6 p.m. Tuesday, we have the job openings, right? Which will be the precursor to go on and move forward to the CPI, right? So if we see a crack in correlation between uh, Tuesday and Wednesday in itself, then that crack in correlation will dictate the movement of the price and which, which side the price will move on. And here it is, the Thursday, we have PPI, right? And then the unemployment claims. And here we have the prelim consumer sentiment and the inflation expectations on Friday. So we have good amount of red folder news, which is a good indicator that we have good amount of volatility coming up, which is the second week of the month as well, and you should expect some good movement. Anyways, my own personal experience is the fourth week of the month and then the first week of the month have been worse for me, like really bad for me. So in the futures, in the future, I'll make sure that I trade the second and third week of the month. Anyway, let's see on the monthly time frame, the Euro USD and GBP and dollar index. We have this one major, uh, BPR, balanced price range, and we are currently, right? Currently, we are not respecting this fair value gap right now. Okay, so this fair value gap has been omitted by the algorithm, and the price is moving way too much with speed and dedication towards these PD arrays. And then if we don't see any movement or any kind of a crack in correlation over here, we might see price targeting these highs because we have major turn of events over here. We have a quarterly cycle sequential SMT, as well as we have the weekly cycle, which is this one was this move right here was a major move, right? And you'd be saying like, come on, this is turtle soup, you've mentioned, and then this is also turtle soup. So there is this is another concept actually. Anyways, looking at the daily, okay, I'm not seeing any bearish movement whatsoever. Like seriously, nothing. If I'll delete this one, so this was the true week open, previous true week open, so it don't matter anymore. I'll delete this. And the dollar, if I'll go on the monthly, the dollar actually is much more closer to this balanced price range than the euro. This can also be a cracking correlation that showing the fact that dollar is going to attack the the internal liquidity over here before the euro does, or before the pound does. So over here you would be seeing that there is no fair value gap over here, but then I'm taking this low of this wick and then the high of this wick as a PDR in and itself, right? Because here price is balanced as well along with this wick right there. So for me this range is a balanced range, right? This price delivered higher, firstly price delivered lower here and then went back up, and then price delivered lower again and then stayed down, and then over here price delivered back up again and then delivered lower. So this became a balanced price range. Just like this is an actual gap, and wicks are gaps as well, right, according to ICT. So this whole uh, movement over here is a big gap in the price. Like algorithm sees this as a gap, so it's going to attack these things, attack these areas right there. And this is the beginning of the month actually, right? This, like, literally we saw the whole week going higher, 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 and dollar going lower. Well, if you'll see the bigger picture, right, if we are attacking this PPR right there, and we see a crack in correlation over here inside this place on a monthly cycle or a daily cycle, whatever, we see a failure swing in one pair, and then in one pair we see a turtle soup, then we might retrace back down towards these lows possibly. But until now we have nothing to be bearish, nothing, seriously, reacting from this daily order fair value gap. But then since we don't have any crack in correlation over here, if SMT is not present in the gaps, this gap will not hold. Okay, this gap will just keep on being violated. So let us wait for the Monday's price action, because Monday's price action will dictate the whole week's price action. Okay, for the Forex pairs, we have the first stop over here, and then these are the highs which are to be targeted. And this, mind you, this is the high of the beginning of the fourth yearly quarter, right? So we saw price moving down, and then currently we are seeing the reversal of the price right now. Okay, reversal of the Q4. Okay, and moving on to gold and silver, monthly time frame, we have a major cracking correlation over here, you can see. But for this to play out, we need a monthly cycle cracking correlation, right? And if I'll go on a weekly time frame, I want to show you something that you can see. This candle right there, this one, and then this candle closed below the open over here, while this one closed above the open, showing strength in silver, which is also really good in fact, because we need to see some sort of crack in correlation at the highs over here, right? This this one specific candle, we need to see another Kraken correlation over here, so that price hovers down a little bit, attacking these low resistance liquidity right there, all these things, right? So we have a clear picture of where silver has to go, but then these stars are not aligned yet, if I would say. They're still, intact. So we need some sort of Kraken correlation again. And up until now, even on the daily, you can see we are from Tuesday, right? We are consolidating on a daily time frame, while silver is expanding. You can see silver expanding, and then it's in the color currently in this daily fair value gap right now. And then we have this buy side, and then sell side was already taken, so this becomes sell side now, right? This was the close. So yeah, I'm eyeing this one right there. Let's see what happens, and Monday shall dictate the movement of the price again in this one as well. So guys, if you are looking to trade gold and silver, right, uh, our trade has really good amount of spreads on gold, right? It's, I guess, $28 per lot. So if you want to check out our trade, the link is in the description. You can register with that link and then send me the screenshot of that registration. And then if you're funding the account, send me the screenshot of the funding of the account so that I can add you to a different group of investors of the broker, right? In that way, I can help you out with the analysis and then the trade breakdowns as well. Okay. So yeah, until now, we have this one, this high which is intact, and I'm not sure if gold is going to go higher towards these highs. I'm not pretty much sure, but then if we do, we need to see a Kraken correlation between these, right? There should be one. And then moving on a 4-hour time frame, what do we have? If I'll take this range of price action, only this one, if I'll place my Fibonacci here, yes, it's this high. So the highs are also misplaced in silver and gold, because silver was in the initial stages, it was showing weakness, right? Why? Because of these this Kraken correlation right there, high 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 in gold, and then the lows in the silver. Right now it's in the retracement. We have to wait for Monday's price action to give us any confirmation regarding the movement of the day and the, you know, movement of the whole week. And CPI will dictate the actual move of the whole week or the month, right? CPI will push price towards the direction where it actually wants to move. Okay. And one more thing, CPI does not manipulate like NFP. NFP goes back and forth in its price action delivery during news, but then CPI will just give you one single push, and then that's the place where price will move. Okay. Even on the 15-minute, there is nothing, literally there is nothing to do. And then in these conditions, right, we just have to wait. And I've been struggling with waiting a lot. So practice patience in the charts. Practice. I can only say that. Nothing as of now for me on gold or silver. Nothing. Seriously. And looking at the futures, we have what? The previous quarter's low, right, in S&P was tapped but not closed below, right here, in Nasdaq as well. And then we have this major Kraken correlation below at the lows, this one, the one which you see right now. I can highlight it like this. Oh, with an eclipse. right? And then we had this one, and then this low. So that's why we had this movement up above, like right now, and then that's why the price is failing to deliver or close lower over here as well, while these lows were rejected big time. But then again, we have a crack in correlation one more time. So the previous month's low and then the previous month's highs, they also play major role, major factor in this the closures or the delivery of price, even though this is January's low, right? But then we still have kind of an SMT which is not sequential, but then this can be a precursor to something much major move. Okay, let's see what the market does. I would like to see some sort of bullish retracement back into this fair value gap right now, like this fair value gap in Nasdaq, while we don't have a fair value gap in Dow Jones, right? Dow Jones, this candle is an up close candle while on a weekly time frame, but then the same candle in Nasdaq and E-mini S&P is down close, which is known as the precision candle in quarterly theory. Okay, so as of now, on a daily time frame as well, we saw nothing but bearish price action, and there is a possibility that we see some sort of bullishness because, like, of course it depends on Monday's price action, of course. So in my eyes right now, I'm looking at these lows because there is a crack in correlation at the lows here. You won't see it, but there is. You can see if I'll go like zooming in, right? You can see this here. Here the high low was not taken, then here the low was taken out like this, correct? So we know that below such lows there is immense amount of liquidity left. So let's see, if we want price to move higher, we need to see a crack in correlation like this, right? And then Dow will do what it does best, seriously. Dow runs on its own tune. So this is it for me now, and this was the update which I wanted to give you all, and then I'll see you on Monday, and I wish you good luck and good trading. Forex, crypto is like, I'm bearish on crypto anyway because of this crack in correlation at the highs. That's it. Let's see what happens in the geopolitical situation. If Russia currently is taking over Kursk, I don't know how to pronounce the name, and the US is threatening to sanction Russia once again if they do not begin the peace talks. And if the peace talks are underway, then we might actually see a lot of movement in oil and gold. All right, so gold is just preparing for something major. That's why the algorithm is just stalled at this point, because of the uncertainty in the geopolitical affairs. Okay, so this was it. This was a big rant of a video. So until next time, good luck and good trading.